Hi, how are you? My name is Carla Caldwell. I'm so excited to be here with you. I'm live on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube. How exciting is that? And I'm so excited to be here with you. I want to talk to you about what are you waiting for? So first and foremost, I'd really like to know, what is your next big step? What have you been thinking about doing, dreaming? It's been percolating and you have some doubts, you're not quite sure, but you really want to do it. What is it? What is it you're dreaming about? And what are you waiting for? I'd love to ask you what you are waiting for. So, what has inspired me today, and welcome, is that one, I'm listening to 10X for the second time and reading the book because it's so good by Grant Cardone. And two is that yesterday we got our 10X journals. I got one for me and the kids. How awesome is that? And part of it is asking, what are you going to do to step it up tomorrow? Like, what are you going to do? And it breaks down the day in 3-hour increments. And what are you going to do to be spectacular? So I hope you'll share with me, if you are willing, one, what are you dreaming about? What are you really wanting to do? What is that thing you've been thinking about and you totally want to do it? And I want to troubleshoot, what are you waiting for? So my goal tonight is, if you share, I want to talk you through your next logical step. Because that's all it is. Sometimes we get weirded out because we're thinking about like the ultimate outcome, when really all we need to come up with is the next best step. So please share with me what you are thinking about doing next and what you're waiting for. Hi, Christy. How are you? It's so nice to see you. Yes, 10X is awesome. I really like, again, the book is 10X by Grant Cardone. It is so good. So here, I'm going to type a little message for all of you. What are you dreaming about and what are you waiting for? So what is holding you back? Okay, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? Okay. All right, Christy, you'd like to lose weight. That's awesome. So, Christy, I want to ask you, and for the rest of you listening, this applies to you too. I like to put my hand here on my heart, on my energetic heart, and I ask myself, what is the one thing I could be doing right now that would most benefit my well-being? So, Christy, for you would be, what is the one thing I could be doing right now to lose weight? What is the one thing I could be doing right now to lose weight? Weight loss is so charged. Most of my life I've battled with weight loss, so that's a challenging one because we have so much emotions and expectations involved. But if you can just focus on your next best step, you will be winning. So I'd like to hear, what is the one thing you could be doing right now to be living your best life or to be well? Okay, Roberto, you want to be successful and happy. So Roberto, my first question to you is, what does that mean to you? What does that mean to you to be successful and happy? Christy, I bet you are. I know you are, and I know you're trying. And so I just want to ask you, what's that one thing? Okay, not the 20 things. What's the one thing you can focus on right now that would be your next best step? What is the one thing? And Roberto, I'd love to know from you if you have defined what successful and happy is, because that could mean so many things to so many people. And oftentimes, if we don't define what it is we're after, it's hard to get there. Yes. All right. So, our next best step. Now, in regards to weight loss, because that's a big deal for a lot of us. Weight loss is a big deal. And oftentimes with all the noise in our world, we're thinking, okay, I gotta eat this, I gotta be this active, I gotta sleep, I gotta maybe take this one vitamin and this pill, and there's a lot. It is overwhelming. But just like with weight loss and anything else in your life, what is the one thing? And focus on that for a week. And then next week, ask yourself, what is the one thing? And every time you make small, consistent changes, you will find yourself shifting. Don't get caught in the drama of needing to do 20 things at once, having to be really big and dramatic. Focus on the one small thing. If you made one small change every week, in a year's time, you'd be a whole different person. Okay, so Roberto's saying that being successful means taking care of my family and that they are happy and safe, taking care of them financially and spiritually. Wow, that's beautiful, Roberto. That's wonderful. I encourage you to think about to even drill it down further. What does it mean to take care of your family financially? Like, what's the number? And you don't have to share that with me, but know that for yourself. What's your number? And spiritually, in my experience, I have not been able to help anyone else spiritually. I mean, I have been able to ask my loved ones, what can I do to support you? And sometimes they tell me, sometimes they don't, what I can do, and I can do it, but ultimately it's up to them. I find more and more the only thing I can truly change is myself. So where they don't need anything. That's awesome. That's awesome. On your own, I would come up with a number. It's so good to be specific. Like, what would it take? Because sometimes we make things really huge. Like, that's one of my goals, is to be financially free. And I keep thinking it has to be this huge number. But when I did the math, the number is smaller than what I thought. And so I talked about this last night, about reverse engineering. So if you find out a number, like where you want to be financially, then you work your way backwards. Like, what do I need to do this month to work towards getting to my goal? What do I need to do for the year? What do I need to do? How long will it take? Yes, I bet being a single dad is tough. That is really, really tough. But you're an amazing person, and I know you've got this. And I bet you're raising incredible, beautiful children that they're going to do really awesome things. All right, so I don't know if Christy left us, but Christy, I do hope you define the one thing, right? Oh, all right, so I'm super pumped. I'm using my 10X planner. I was talking about how I'm reading and listening to the 10X rule by Grant Cardone. I was a little leery about this guy, but then one of his chapters is called Stop Being a Little Bitch. And that just, after that, I was sold. I was like, this is my man. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes I whine a little bit and I need to stop it. Life's good. And I really like the journal that I got from him, because I sat down, as I said, I got it for my 3 kids, and we sat down and we wrote 3 things that we're going to do tomorrow to be fantastic. So I'd love to ask you that. What are 3 things you will do tomorrow to totally kick ass, like to be awesome? What are 3 things you're going to do to be fantastic? And if you're so inclined, will you please share in the comments? I'd love to know. Okay, Christy's thinking. That's okay, Christy. It might be simple. So this is what happens to me, Christy. When I ask myself, what is the one thing I could be doing right now? It's usually something so small that I always think, no, that can't be it. But it is it. So even if it's, okay, the one thing I can do this week is to go to bed by 10 p.m. because rest is an important part of weight loss. Or maybe it's the one thing I could do this week is to drink water, to make sure I'm drinking water. Or the one thing I could do this week is to pack my snacks. I don't know. Of course, Christy can do it. She's on it. And we're going to root for you, Christy. All right. Well, I want to thank you all for joining. And yes, discipline is key, and that can be hard. So the one thing to remember is that every day is a new day. Every day is a new day. And even if we mess up, we dust ourselves off, we get up again, and we try again. Every day we try again. So I want to wish you the best. And again, if you want to leave in your comments, what is the next big thing for you? What are you working on? And what are you waiting for? Yes, I agree with that. Okay, Christy, I would love to meal prep, but I don't have time. You know what I would encourage? If meal prep is the thing for you, I would start with one meal or even a snack. Whichever one's more doable. You can start with, okay, this week I am going to meal prep for one snack. And usually if you can get started with something small, it will build up. You're welcome, Roberto. Thank you for being here. You added a lot of value to our conversation, and thank you all so much. By the way, if you'd like to receive a weekly inspiration letter from me, please visit my website, www.inspirationrevolution.live. And please know that I broadcast daily. I have a podcast, and you can find the link in my bio every night. I'm actually on my 58th day in a row that I've been broadcasting on my podcast. So check that out if it's helpful. If this has inspired you, make sure to share it out. Thank you so much. I am visualizing you healthy, happy, and whole. I am visualizing you becoming clear on what it is you need to do next to live your best life. I am visualizing you doing it. And I am visualizing you just being your great, awesome self. I'm so grateful for you, and I'm wishing you nothing but the best. Have an incredible night. Thank you, thank you, thank you for watching. Thank you.